Hey everybody, Yarnell here from Annex 3. Just wanted to reach out to you guys to just give you a much needed October update. As you know, we've made a lot of changes to the format and everything. But before I do that, I just wanted to take this time out just to simply say to you guys, to those who actually came from the other channel, thank you. It meant a lot that you guys have tuned in to watch for what I would say a spin-off, if you will, of Retro Circ. To those who haven't watched the channel, thank you so much anyways. I mean, we had a lot of fun making content over on the other channel and everything. So I would consider Annex 3 a spin-off. In most cases than none, because because if you grew up watching TV in the 80s and 90s, or should I say the 70s, a lot of shows begat other shows, like the Norman Lear shows from All in the Family, begat the Jeffersons, Maude, etc., etc. And that's practically, when you think about it, Annex 3 is practically a spin-off of Retro Circ. Um, but the key difference, of course, is I have officially came out of retirement of doing YouTube poops to actually do our own weird YouTube poop style and everything. Cause I don't know if there's any set rules to making YouTube poops, but to each its own. So we have already made I mean throughout the summer, we've been testing out different hosts and different actors to be a part of this endeavor. And and just like a TV show, when you had a pilot season and you test out the waters to see whether they fit the brand and everything. And we have worked with many people, and there are a few I would like to thank. I would like to sincerely wish them well without naming names and stuff like that. But in the end, the person who was going to lead the block of YouTube poops in this case would have to be Lauren Kravchenko. And I hope I pronounce her name right. Lauren L.A. Kravchenko. And she was very versatile. We haven't seen anybody like this since previous actors. Again, no names to be mentioned. So she will be the face of, so she practically will be the face of Annex 3. We've already wrapped up some segments. We are just doing a few pickups in that case, because in the end, here's the thing. Annex 3 is more like those public access type shows. I don't know if you ever watch public access TV, and we want to do our own parody, if you will, of that particular format in certain cases. So you got to blame my weird imagination for that. As for the commercials, unlike Retro Circ, where you see characters interrupt the commercials, it will debut in November. The uncut commercials will just debut in November with no gimmicks. I'm sure. Excuse me. Um, I'm sure a lot of you must have watched. I've read your feedback over at the other channel, and we've come to the conclusion that if we're gonna start on a clean slate, we might as well start on a clean slate with no interruptions. Viewers, you guys just want to watch commercials the way it was meant to be aired. No, with no interruptions, no gimmicks. Because I'm sure a lot of you probably skip over that. Whether you're watching on your cell phone, watching it on your tablet, watching it on a desktop or a laptop, or even on your TV. So you wanted something just to be without interruptions. So in November, the YouTube Poots will be aired bi-weekly. It will not be aired weekly like you're going to be seeing all month long. It'll be bi-weekly, and we're going to do it. We're going to space it out, and we're going to make sure that you guys, one week you get a YouTube poop, the other week will be uncut retro commercials, and back and forth. Another thing I want to talk about is that we do have specials coming up. Lord willing. We have a Christmas YouTube poop special, and we also have a big game special. So on Sunday, February the 8th, pending on how things go, we're gonna air during halftime uncut commercials. Okay, they'll be aired uncut, no gimmicks like we did before. For some of you who don't really care for the halftime show, I mean, I'm sure by now, at the time of recording, where they've already announced who's going to be, but a lot can change between now and February. So stay tuned for that. And following the game, since you know the game's going to be on NBC this year, and just like the last time they had the Super Bowl, there won't be a television show that follows it. Instead, it's going to be back to the Winter Olympics. Because the Super Bowl, I'm gonna say it. The Super Bowl is gonna fall during Winter Olympic coverage, and because NBC has the rights to next year's game, um, it makes for them to make sense to go from Winter Olympic coverage to Super Bowl coverage, and then back to the Winter Olympics. I mean, traditionally, this is where the network usually posts up. Usually airs a special episode of a popular TV show, but instead they decide to go back to a Winter Olympic coverage. For us, this is a good opportunity to air a special post game YTP. So that's pretty much where things are at that moment. But after that though, this is where we are going to treat Annex 3 just like a regular network. But in the end, it's up to you guys. We're gonna test the waters to see if we would continue making YouTube poop content. If you do like the shows, if you do like the commercials, you do like all of that, just let us know. Subscribe, click, and you know the rest. But if it's not what we hoped it to be, we'll probably start from scratch, if you know what I mean. We're not gonna put all our bet. We're not gonna put all our eggs on one basket like we did before. Again, I had a lot of fun making content on RetroCirc. We had a lot of fun making videos for you guys, but life changes and everything has changed. Without getting into too much information, TMI territory. I have to say, it's been a pleasure, and I'm thankful that you guys have tuned in. So with that said, October, the new format will debut this coming week. We have a pilot episode with Gabby Conti, and then the week after, Lauren, who will portray Lady O, Joy, GC. You'll see a special video because, believe it or not, next year will mark 10 years since I've made a short film called Tears of Joy. And after careful consideration, I've decided, you know what? Why don't we just create a mini sequel, if you will? Unlike the movie we did before, we don't have the budget to create like a major production, a major sequel, even for a short film. So we decided to do something unique. We've figured the character, this is the same character, now spelled Joie instead of Joi. If you know, you know. And she'll probably give you a follow-up on what happened to her since the movie happened. I mean, given how things work, life works at it this way. So prepare yourself before the episode airs. We'll air a mini sequel. So stay tuned for that. But anyway, hope you guys have an amazing October. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and Lord willing, we will see you soon. Take care.